Hi everyone, we're back to work on this Stashbuster journal. The last video was pretty long. I pieced like 4 of them together, but it took me all night to load it up, but that's okay. I'm going to try to make this one not quite so long. And so I really went through and tried to get the pieces and parts and pieces we're going to work with together without having to do a lot of searching or anything. So where we left, I was, one thing I was doing was trying to figure out the name of these pliers, and I still don't know the name of them, but those are the kind of pliers they are. They're used in jewelry making, and I just happen to have these because when I did in my scrapbooking days, I bought some kit that had wire and these pegs, and you twirl the wire around the pegs and write words and stuff. So anyway, I had those for that. So anyway, I made a better paper clip, and I don't know if that's the way they're supposed to look, but that's the way this one looks. So anyway, I'm gonna put these pliers up. And this was the file folder we made to clip on this page. We'll just get that done. And another thing I couldn't remember the name of was a ephemera folder, which is, was showing one that was falling apart, and I have several, so ephemera folders is what they're called. So anyway, okay, continuing on. I have the wallpaper border pocket that's just wallpaper border folded in half, stitched on the sides, and I put some trim on there, which is really kind of hard. It just blends in so well. So I decided to put it on this page because the pink flowers kind of go with those pink flowers, and I'm going to have to turn it sideways because it's just too, it's just too snug that way. So it's okay, I think, to have it sideways. So I'm going to glue it in, and since this is kind of slick, I'm definitely going to put my glue along the stitching, so I think that will help it grab. And I have the right Fabri-Tac here, not the one that's going to spit stuff everywhere. So this one won't take long to do because I had this already made and in my ephemera basket, and that's the goal, is to get stuff out of the basket. Don't just keep making stuff to put it in there. So, and all the stuff I pulled out in that other video, I'm still pulling from it over in this stack here. So I still have stuff too. And we're almost at the center of the signature. Okay, I'm just going to put a little, my glue kind of oozed out there, so I'm just going to put that there and go on. All right, I had found this, which is a piece of the green, I don't know, ledger paper stuff, folded in half, and then the flap folded down, and then folded up. So, just going to glue it in here as a tuck. And I was wondering what can I decorate it with. Well, I had some of these trims. It's my trim. I just stuck it on the copy, the scanner, and just printed it out. And this is on a photo paper that's real shiny because I just had some I got at the yard sale or something. So I thought I'm going to just, try it on that. So here's one. I thought maybe we put it right here because it's got some, the green in it. And then I thought, what can I do up here? I don't want to really something big and gaudy because I kind of like the, the lines in the ledger. So I went digging through my notebook, and let me show it to you real quick. Here it is. Don't know how much you can see. It's a 3-ring binder, and it's got full of these photo pages where I've got little bits and pieces and fussy cut things. And I was looking through it trying to find something to decorate with, and I found this. And when I was cleaning out, a couple months ago, I found one of those sticker maker things. It's shaped like an X, and it's orange. I can't remember the name of it. I seem like it starts with an X. Anyway, I don't know. And I thought, does this thing still work? So I put some things through, and I guess so. I haven't peeled off the paper, but decided, it's not worth. It's too little. I don't have that many little bitty things, so I think I put it in the Goodwill bag. But anyway, we're gonna see. I was thinking maybe I could just put that simple little flower there, and then this trim there, and be done. So there's the protective paper, and yeah, it's got a little sticky on the back. It's not very good sticky. So definitely was drying up. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue it. Add a little glue. You can I don't know if you can see the sticky on there or not, but it definitely put a coating of something on there. So I was thinking we just kind of tuck that down a little. Glue it there, and then glue this across. I don't know what's the best way to do it. Let's see. That right there. Over here. Okay, move this paper out now. Okay. Left. All right, so that's pretty good. You know, if I ever decide I want something else on there, I can go back and add it. So now, I think since I've got a tuck here, it's kind of flimsy. I don't think I want to mess with it being a tuck or a side pocket. I guess it could be a side pocket. We'll go ahead and make it a side pocket. So I'm going to glue 3 sides with that. Okay. Okay, so now it's a side pocket, and it's also a tuck here. Okay. All right, now we're at the center of the signature, which is this music paper. And on this side of the signature, I thought we might use this pocket here. I don't even know how it's folded. It may be 2 pieces. I'm not sure. I think it is. I don't know. I'll have to think about that sometime, how I made this. But anyway, you got a pocket here and a pocket there. And you can glue it in as its belly band. That would be a good idea. So anyway, I thought, how do I decorate this? Because I'm going to have a tag there and a tag there. So I went to, I thought, you know, I don't know, I was just looking through the book and I saw the little thing like this I put on the front page. And I thought, what about something like that? So I got up to go to my die cutter and I thought, oh, wait a minute, I can't make anything. But then I thought, well, I'm using a die I already have, the die cutter I already have, and this uses up a sheet of paper, so I think that's allowed. So anyway, I put 4 different dies on it, and I got that one, and I added that one too. It doesn't go with this same kit. It's the Tim Holtz die set. Don't know about that one. So there might be bits and pieces of this scrap paper I can use for something else. I'll put it over in my scrap bin. But anyway, I was thinking, why don't I use one of these up in the corner here, and maybe one of these over here on this flap, and maybe some lace and all that. So I think before I do any of this, I got to get this bulk out of the way. I've got other projects, other items for other projects lined up, and it's just too bulky right now. So get these all out. Is that it? Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so we'll glue that on as a belly band. If we want to put this, but then it's gonna closer that way, something like that. And I was thinking on this one, I could put some lace on this flap, because this is a flap. And then I dug out the old white lace we used earlier. I thought, why don't I try cutting a piece, then cutting off the wire out of it. And see if it lays down pretty good. I did find my good scissors, but they're still in the living room. So I'm just gonna, those could be used something probably, but I'm just gonna toss them. I don't need them. Can't think of an idea right now, so. Okay, now, I got it a little long up there, but that's okay. This is gonna be kind of messy to glue. We're just trying to keep the glue on the more solid parts. See how that does. Very well. Now go back and get the edges a little. Okay, now, like I said it one other time, I don't really have a good tip to put these fine little things on, but we're just going to go for it because I think I need to use the Fabri-Tac because of the lace, and I'll just get my hands gluey. Okay, now the pocket, actual pocket. I just like this simple design. I could put lace behind it too, but I think I won't. Okay, now get the glue off of me. And one more thing, I'm just not sure about that swirl. I kind of like it that way, but will that interfere too much with it being a belly band? I could just make it a pocket. Okay, I think I'll do that. I'll glue it on as a pocket and not worry about coming through all the way through. And that way that swirl can overlap the top of the pocket. Put it over a little. Okay, now one more tedious bit of gluing. Okay. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty. And somehow this journal is becoming like a floral theme, but you know, I don't have a lot of ephemera that's not flowers, so that's okay, I guess. All right, so that's a little flip out. We'll just glue down right here. Unglue it. I need to trim the lace. That's not a very good job. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to trim it from this angle. And nothing to trim there. Okay, so this is the flip out. Just look at the music. Tuck here, and just pocket that way. And then, I think it was here, I removed all this. This was a pocket made out of a book page, a couple of book pages, and it's just all been sewn, and I decided to use it sideways, and I like it. I could put it there, but I like the coloring on this background, so. And then I pulled a few things to decorate it with, and one of them I thought was one of these labels. I showed the stamps in yesterday's video that I got from Amazon, and I had practiced stamping them different colors, and I stamped them on this old book page. And so anyway, I fussy cut one of those out, and thought maybe I can use that. And then I was looking through that big notebook I just showed you, and I saw this little silhouette. And I've had more of these, and I might find them around about, but it took me forever to figure out what they were. I thought they were a tree. But it's a silhouette of a girl. There's her nose and her hat. So anyway, I thought that might be kind of cute. And then I was thinking lace on there, and I actually pulled it, some lace, but I think I put it back because I decided, no, this is kind of more vintage looking, so what about a piece of this tatting? And I got this tatting, had to be garage sale stuff, because I sure didn't do it. But the work involved in this is just amazing, because every little bit is a knot. You do a knot, then I just can't imagine. My grandmother tried to show me, but she couldn't remember how to do it, and I am so grateful, because I don't think I'd want to spend the time working on this. It looks like it's made out of regular sewing thread, you know, the kind that's on a spool like this. So anyway, I thought I'd put a little piece of that on here, so I think so. Just cut a little piece. Sorry. But anyway, I love that tatting. So anyway, just kind of simple so that when you close the flap, it doesn't get in the way. So let's start gluing that down. And I probably should ink around this just a little. I don't know if I got all sides or not. Okay. Glue the silhouette down. And the silhouette, where did I get it? Who knows? I'm sure it was some scrapbooking workshop I went to with my daughter 100 years ago. We went to several. First I went with my friend for years, and then she kind of got out of it, so out of scrapbooking, and then so I continued going with my daughter. I think we went last year, but this year probably won't be having it. It used to be at the 1st of June, so if they might be able to reschedule it. Okay. Whoa. I think I probably should be going the other direction, but it's not now. Glue that piece down. Okay, now getting back to the book. I'm not going to be using this, but okay. With that, I think we skipped those 2 pages and came here. I'm going to glue it on here. Because I can't go that way, because this book is so narrow. It's only like 5 inches wide. So once again, I think I'll do 3 sides, make it a side pocket as well. And glue that in. Probably should put something on the flap. I might could just put some of that tatting across there. I think I will. This time I'll make it go the other direction. Okay, and I'm going to put the glue down here. See how that goes. I started here. Cute on there. All right, so there that is. All right, got glue everywhere. I think that's all I had ready. Let's see, I did that 1, 2, 3. Yep, I had that. Okay, so today we did the wallpaper pocket, and I made it a pocket behind, and it's also a pocket within. And then this is a tuck here, and also a little side pocket. And I didn't do anything on this flip. We can go back later, but for now, I just did this kind of like a little double page thing with some lace and the flower there. You could put journaling paper here if you wanted to. And then these are just die cuts and a tuck there and a tuck there. We made it in a side pocket. This has got plenty of pockets, this journal. Okay, this is an envelope, and then it's also going to be a pocket. So anyway, that's what we're doing for now. I will grab some more stuff over here on the pile. Like this one's coming up, and I'm thinking it needs gesso on it, so I may work on that off camera so it can be dry, because it's just basically too much. It just doesn't blend or something, so I'm going to see about doing that. And this is made to be glued down like that, so okay, that might be coming up. So we'll see you in the next part. It may be another video, it may be attached onto this one, so keep watching. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi everybody, I thought I would go ahead and just show me gessoing on film, so here we go. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've seen Artie Mays do this a couple of times, and it's just been fantastic. So I probably should go watch her video again, but I could probably watch it 10 times and still not be as artistic as she is, so we'll just go for it. And I got a lot of gunk up built up on that. But anyway, don't need to see that. Okay, I have this plastic thing that came in the junk mail a long time ago. It has a card, you know, I use this card, that sort of thing. So I'll use it as my palette. So I'll put a little bit there. And I have this old sponge, so I just thought maybe if I just dabbed it on, that might help. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I just wanted it kind of toned down a little. What's the back look like? Back's not too bad, and the front's not too bad. So it's just this inside here, whatever papers I used. So, okay, we'll let that dry. We'll see how it does, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, here we go again. The gesso is dried, and it's not too bad. It kind of toned down that background stuff, so it's not so in your face, I guess. So anyway, I started playing around with how am I going to decorate it, because it took me a while to pick stuff, so you'll be glad I didn't film it. But I did find a couple of things, and I kind of like that image there. So I'm just going to keep it pretty simple. I wanted it fairly flat, because this journal is already getting pretty chunky, and I'm just barely past the first half of the first signature. So I'm going to have to keep it a little flatter. So anyway, just going to glue that down. Get the chair. Get rid of the string. Okay. So and this, putting this in there, and the journal is really going to chunk it up because it's triple thickness. Okay, so there's going to be our front. Then we open it up, and I thought on this green, which I've just dabbed a little of the gesso on, I would take what was left of this trim that we used on the other one and just kind of put a little piece in each one. So let me get one cut for this side, like that. Cut one for that side. I just leave the bigger piece for the center because it's not wide enough to go, long enough to go all the way around. So, okay, let's get those glued in. I like the green leaves on this, going with that green background. So, now I picked just do different things for the inside. I like this window, if you can see that or not. I found it in a magazine, so I thought that would be pretty, and it just really picks up the greens down here. And then I found a sun, maybe just put a little sun over there. And then this little piece, which actually, I guess it's a, part of me wants to say that's what's left over from punching stuff out, but I think that's a label on its own. And then that stamp from Egypt. So I'm going to ink these things up. I think we're just going to glue them in. So I got this. All these pieces were in my notebook ephemera holder over here that I would love to clear out and maybe put in some smaller ephemera folders. This one really needs it. It blends in too much. Door, I'm in the window. Okay. I had a friend give me a stack, and I mean a major stack. It's like 50 gardening magazines, so I still haven't gone through them all, but I went through and just got anything that I liked and stuck it in that notebook, and thought, you know, if I can always throw it out later, but if I don't ever use it, but I decided now's the time to try to use some of it up. So every piece of ephemera except for this trim here, for this particular little journaling thing, came out of that notebook. Even the stamps I had in there. Sun. Put him up here because he's always going to be shining down. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then we'll have tags going in there. And I decided not to do anything on the back. This whole thing does need to be inked though. I should have done that before I turned the camera on. I just did not realize it needed it. get these the pockets. Okay, now we're going to figure out where to put it in here. I think, let's see. I think it's lost on that page. I think it'd be prettier on this one. You can ink the front. Okay, so just going to glue this whole thing down. I could actually make it a pocket, glue it down, so I think we'll try that. So I got washi tape here in the way. It's going to fold out like this and out like this. You're going to have journaling cards here, and you can have one in the back. Okay, that's great. And then on this one, I found one of these brown guitar string envelopes. Get that weighted down. Okay, so I think I'm just going to glue the flaps shut, and that way it kind of reinforces the top of the pocket. And I might make this a tuck. I haven't done a tuck in a while. So. And then I had these different pieces I pulled out of that 5-ring binder, and I thought, okay, can we collage these up some way? I kind of like the word antiques. That's fun. And then this postage stamp. This all came from scrapbooking kits from way back that I never used. That may be too much. Maybe we do this. Hope you can see me. I think I like the circle and the antiques. Put these aside. That antiques was a sticker and it's already stuck down, but it's not very good, as you can see. Okay, I think we'll just do that. Trying to keep the bulk down a little. I think this has flowers on it. That needs to go a certain way. Pick it up. Okay, now the glue here, I'm just going to glue it as a pocket. I said a tuck though, didn't I? Okay. You can see, I'm not sure that may be all off the camera. Nope, it's on there. Okay. All right, now next page is this one. It's got a pocket there and I have a pocket there, and I was experimenting with decorations for it, and just thought maybe that, and then this washi tape here to kind of match that pink there. So let's do that first. That's the easy part. And this is old washi tape and it has hardly any sticky left. So I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac. It's kind of got a geometrical design on it. I thought it kind of matches those swirls on the other side. Okay. Bring this up. And I usually have an index card ready to put these little pieces on. And later on I'll, add something to these to make them a journaling card. But we're not wasting any bits. Okay, so I like that just the way it is actually. And then there's the bird and the turquoise. Let me ink this. Also could be this side. I just have a bunch of these little birds and I wanted to use them up, so maybe that's a little better. We got a lot of patterns going on there, but that's okay. Using up stuff. By the time I get all the pockets in this journal and the tags, it's going to be really wide. Okay, so back to the book. I'm gluing them right there. Yep, that'll work for me. I think they're normally on the corners like this, and I could have done that. I could still do that. What are we talking about? Yep. That'll work. Just smooshing them down. Okay. Yep, that looks better. It's facing the page. The other pink page. Okay. I actually like that little bird. I use this scrapbook paper in my stash and my 1 3/4 inch circle punch to make the background. I fussy cut that bird out a long time ago. Okay, I have one other thing. We're at the end of the signature, but I have one other thing, and I haven't decided where I'm going to put it, and now I don't even see it. I've shoved stuff around so much. Where'd you go? Okay, this is fun. Frosting. And he's big. How could I lost something that big? I just think he really should be probably in here. Huh. Okay, well, let me, oh, here he is. Oh yeah, that's right. I was trying to get him out of the way. See, I tried to get it out of the way and then I can't find it. Okay, I had this banner and I thought, you know, what if, I already have it stitched. What if I pretended like this was a stamp? Because this is how I do most of my stamps. You know, it's a book with the inking and so anyway, I'm pretending like that part's a stamp. So I'm going to make it into a stamp. So usually I will take some scrap papers and just put a little collage of sorts as a background, and then I will put the focal point over it and then do all the stamping. And that reminds me, I just got nervous. I don't know what I did with my postal stamp. All right, maybe we can find it real quick in a minute. So, little collage background. And I pulled this paper out. It's where I cleaned off my brayer from the jelly prints. And thought, well, the greens might work with this little green I got right here. So just kind of tearing something out, not very well. Something like that. Okay, get it out of the way. Then I had to go looking for a focal point, and I found this flower, which will work, and then I found the strip of stuff that I practiced making this stickers out of, so I thought maybe there's something on there that will work too. So I kind of was liking that little, let's see, what do you call that, seed packet? That's cute. Green peas. Here's one for, we call it flowers. It's not too bad. I like the green better though. This is like a portrait. This one I think that one's too big. There's a pot. I'm gonna do it this way. The pot it's too big, but I need it to be big because this is coming up big stamp because we're pretending like it's this long, not just that long. So I really should have gone further with my collaging, but it's kind of hard since I've already done the stitching. So it's not going to matter once I get that postal on there. Postal stamp, it's going to look like a stamp. Nope, I think that's too big. Okay, so it's either going to be the peas or this flower I did. Let me ink it. Okay, I think it may be too big too. Yep, let's go with the peas. They're the better size. I kind of like the greens on there, so. Go with the green peas and get it straight. Still not straight. Better. And now I'm going to attempt to find my postal stamp. And let's move all of the fabric that's there. Okay, there it is. Now, where is the ink? So try putting stuff up and then you get yourself in trouble because you don't know where stuff's at. Okay, so here we go. Very good or not. My lines. You have too many lines. Okay, that's just going to be it. That's going to be my postal stamp. And I'm going to make it into a paper clip. So let's do that real quick. I had a paper clip pulled out. Oh, there it is. I started saying, no, it's not going to be there. Okay, so there we go. Need a piece of paper for the back. Doing. Remember what you're doing. Okay, I'm thinking, do I want the smaller or larger? I can just turn it over. I don't have to redo the clip. Okay. I'm going to use the bigger side to clip it on because it's a bigger paper clip than normal. Sticky fingers all over it. Okay. Now, we're in this signature. There's the end. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and put it here. And one thing that's great about it is it can always be moved. But the greens in it kind of match this green ledger paper beside it. So, okay, there we go. We did the ephemera folder. And we did the paper clip. Let me get them closer. Okay, we did the ephemera folder. Do the paper clip. We did this tuck made out of a guitar string bag or envelope, and just some little things from my stash on there. Had this pocket right there and right there, washi tape, and a die cut. I mean, not a die cut, a punch, and then that was from my stash. And I think we're at the end of that signature. So, okay. Just getting there. Definitely going to have a really good strong closure. So anyway, I'm going to clean up this mess and start on the next part. These two videos are probably long enough, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye.